Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
Dark Souls 3 took home the Ultimate Game of the Year award at the Golden Joysticks last Friday, bringing glory to From Software and a really good year for gaming. Congratulations to Miyazaki and From Software for a job well done in the game. In other Dark Souls news, a brand new patch deployed this week for players, which made some bug fixes to many issues that cropped up in the most recent Ashes of Ariandel expansion. Several of the fixes were localized to the Painted World location, and others addressed problems in the Undead match. Additionally, some fixes were made to some long-standing bugs in the base game, including the particularly comical Lorien Elder Prince bug, where he would warp out of the arena. We got to see some new gameplay footage from Nioh this past weekend via a special livestream with Koei Tecmo. In the video, we were able to see a new stage in play, as well as a look at a brand new boss, a giant toad yokai with a bit of a smoking problem. We were also given a look at some of the DLC bonuses that players who completed the alpha and beta demos have earned. They are both helmets with a distinctive visual flair, with one looking like a yokai and the other with bat wings on the top. In the demo, we also got a look at a new function that the blacksmith will provide in the form of style swapping. Players will be able to take the style of one piece of gear and have it overlaid on top of another piece while retaining the stats of the original item. It's a neat way of keeping the items that you want, but giving them a bit of a makeover. Nioh will be hosting 2 more of these live streams on the 20th of each month up to the game's release on February 7th of 2017, so be sure to check back with us for more. We learned more about Mass Effect Andromeda's new ship, the Tempest, this week, as part of Game Informer magazine's continuing coverage for the month. Players will be able to seamlessly travel between the locations of the ship without load screens. Other characters in the game will continue to be found aboard the ship in their own areas, but they will now move around in that general area and will do different things. They will have more activity and less static, predictable movements. The bridge is the important command center where you will mostly handle your navigation. Rather than choose from a galaxy map, you will now look at the stars ahead of you while you're on the bridge to select your destinations. Furthermore, we learned that the pilot of the ship is a Solarian. Additionally, what you see from the windows of the ship will reflect your location in space and will change as you travel the galaxy. If you are approaching a planet, you'll be able to see that planet from the windows. All of this gives the Tempest a little bit of extra realism that hasn't been present in past games in the series. Final Fantasy XV is in the final stretch towards its release this coming Tuesday, November 29th for PS4 and Xbox One, and Square Enix has had their foot on the gas promoting it. They've detailed the contents of the Day 1 Crown update, which will bring a bevy of enhancements to the game right at launch, such as refinement to combat and new items like the enemy whistle and music player, which will add some extra flavor to the world. They also released an extended 101 trailer, which gives a long overview of the game's major features. Combat, abilities, skills, transports, and magic are all given the once-over, as well as quests and the game's background story. Are you as stoked for the game's release as we are? It's been a long 10 years in the making, but on Tuesday we can all finally dig in. Be sure to bookmark the wiki and hit us up early and often for everything you need. The Elder Scrolls Online received a free weekend this week on Xbox One, bringing Xbox players into the fold after last weekend's free-to-play event for PS4 and PC. In celebration of the free-play weekend, Crown Packs and ESO are currently available at a discounted price. With the recent One Tamriel update that brought changes to the game for both newcomers and vets, right now is a great time to get started with this great MMO. After the free play weekend ends, you can continue right where you left off if you purchase the game. Any characters you create, crown packs, or crown store items you purchase, as well as any progress you made will carry over. Be sure to check in with us going forward with our Getting Started guide, our skills, crafting, and location pages, and more for helping you out. Skyrim Special Edition received a beta update on PC this week, with it set to roll out in full shortly for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The minor update addresses a slow time error, some general improvements, and better support for 144Hz displays. Nier Automata is getting a collaboration with Final Fantasy XV in the form of the latter's engine blade appearing as a weapon for Nier's playable characters. The engine blade will appear in the game as it does in Final Fantasy, right down to the damage and effects displayed. Along with the announcement, Platinum Games shared a cheeky image teasing the weapon in action. What could it be? Final Fantasy XV is also going to be receiving a crossover from Nier, but no details on what it is have been shared just yet. This week we took a look at everything that Slowclap has been up to with combat RPG Absolver's development. First off, the design teams are working on some new environments, specifically a forest and ruined city locations. Through the process, they've shared some concept art, which gives us a much deeper look at the environments we can expect. In all-important combat, they've added 50 plus new attacks to the combat deck, which is the game's customizable loadout. Additionally, they've added a third fighting style that is now functional and new attack property multi-hit attacks. They've also been working on some new 3v3 PvP game modes via internal testing. Most recently, they completed a transatlantic online co-op test with publisher Devolver Digital, which represents an important developmental milestone. Keep checking back with us as we'll keep bringing updates on this promising RPG take on the fighting genre. Overwatch released a developer update video this week that announced some overhauling of hero Symmetra. In an ongoing commitment to revising hero balance, Symmetra is getting a second ultimate, which in addition to her teleporter, now gives her the option to toggle to a second ultimate to build a protective shield. More health will be added to her teleporter, and some is shield health, which will help others regenerate. Her shields are being revamped as a photon barrier, similar to Reinhardt and Winston's projected shields, although this version is a projectile and moves along a trajectory. It allows for offensive and defensive use. She will now also start with 6 instead of 3 turrets, and they will regenerate in 10 rather than 12 seconds. Her primary fire will also have some more range added to it. These changes, along with a new update, are up for testing in the public test region before they go live to the masses, so get in there and have some fun exploring. And that's a wrap for the Week in Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.